What up fam, it's your boy Sammy K from GFT. Today we got something special, something that you have probably seen it, but most of you haven't seen it because you don't see this on the streets as much, you know? It's something that was built by love, passion, heaps of hard work, time, bit of patience as well. I wouldn't say bit of patience, shitload of patience. All right, here we go, check it out. Alright guys, so this is the 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX STI in World Rally Blue. Alright, so let's start with the front end. What we have here is the WRC front bar. If you look over, it's got the genuine bonnet with the STI scoop. And if you come around this side, what we can see here is Prodrive rims, which is basically using World Rally events. Also, if you come around here, we've got a bit of carbon fiber side mirrors, and if you look down, you can see there's a side skirt extension which is added to the car as well. If you come around to the back, you can see there's a roof spoiler which is a bit of a carbon fiber as well. And if you come around the back, what we can see is a WRC spoiler. This is something that's been used in most of rally cars, and it is something unique for World Rally cars. If you come around here, you got some rear diffuser on the side and a muffler. That's what we know, it's a WRX muffler which you can quiet down whenever you want. So if there's cops or if there's somewhere that's got issues with noise restrictions, we can definitely quiet down. So if you come around this side, so pretty much the driver's side is exactly the same as the passenger side. And if you come down here, there's a bit more carbon fiber here. And if you focus yourself into the brake here, it's got the genuine STI Brembo brake calipers wrapped around with the two-piece slotted brake disc. Which is gonna be really good when it comes to cooling down the braking system. And I reckon that's about it for the exterior. And next, let's look at the interior. Alrighty, so interior wise, what we have here is the STI genuine seats, the black and blue with the STI logo in the middle. And if you look around here, it's still got the STI genuine steering wheel. Everything's look OEM. And also you probably noticed the interior part's a bit bluish color. So what's been done to this is color coded according to the exterior of the car to add a bit more detail to that car itself. Alright, so what we have here is an AEM boost gauge, followed by a couple of other gauges, which is air fuel ratio, wall, and oil pressure. And also, if you look down, you will see a couple of switches up here, which is used for NOS. That's barely used. For now, it's been disconnected. So what you can see here is a stock 6-speed gearbox that comes with the STI. Alright, so what we have here is a turbo timer that's been used to cool the car down. And what you can see, I will get into this later on, but this is the controller to control the suspension. So pretty much by pressing a button on this, you can control whether you want it hard or soft. Whenever you want to do like a mountain run, or if you're doing like a normal drag race or whatever, you can pretty much click of a button, you can control the suspension itself. All right, we got something unique here. So this is what you call a Haltech IC7 dash. So pretty much you've probably seen the stock STI dash will be coming up with 3 gauges with red and I think it's just red color gauges, but with this one it's been upgraded to a display, which is a digital version of the speedo. Pretty much with this you can change different modes, whatever scenario that you be using it for, you can pretty much change the dash according to. So this has been custom modified with our number plates being put into the dash and all the gauges, all the numbers being scaled according to the car speed. Alrighty, let's see what's under the hood. What's the fuss about? Alrighty, what's all these shiny bits? Alright, starting with the process first intake manifold, followed by the Hypertune throttle. I can see a bit of a custom work being done to it, so obviously the manifold's being rotated. Usually it's facing other way, but for these modifications that he's done, pretty much rotate the manifold, and I reckon this is 3-inch on the hot side and the cold side. And also, what do we got here? We've got a Garrett 3584 RS. Ooh, that's a big one. Usually they're rated for roughly a 900 horsepower. What else we got here? We've got a STI strut bar, Blitz coilovers. This is what I was talking about inside. This is what controls the suspension. We got a power steering, which is electric power steering used on this one, because obviously this car revs up to 10,000 RPM, which is not too happy with the power steering pump when it comes to 10,000 RPM here. Alright, what we have here is a custom catch can with the coolant overflow tank, pretty much combined together to save a bit of a room. And we have a massive Mishimoto radiator with the Mishimoto fans in there. If we look around down here, we can see that there's a Perrine intercooler, which is pretty much hidden inside the front bar. Aeroflow air filters up here. It's got a pretty much another custom work done here, which is part of the coolant system pretty much. And then if you look around at the back, we can see there's a fuel regulator here, GFB, that's been installed. All right, when we look at the fuel system, we can see there's radium fuel rails, the TGV delete. I believe this thing's running 2,700cc injectors. That's a pretty big injector for a 4-cylinder. We can see the link CAN lambda sensors out there. And also, if you look around the timing covers, yes, he's got the ATI damper in there. Also, clear timing covers. That's a pretty a nice look to the car, you know.
Let's just talk about the engine itself. So what we have here is a 2.1 stroker with aftermarket cams. Cams wise, we know it's a Calfed 272s with bigger ports, and also it's got a copper head gasket, copper fire rings, and also it's got CP pistons, rods and res bearings. It's got a Killer Bee sump with pickup and baffle for more oil storage wise. Also, what we know, it's got TGV deletes been done already and running PSI headers with the custom downpipe and exhaust, as well as there's a Screamer external gate, which is known as the Screamer part, which is custom fabrications being done.
Alright, let's have a look at what's inside the boot. I don't know, let's find out. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, so we got a Racework surge tank in there. For my knowledge, he's running a 460 Worldbro pump in tank and another 2 460 Worldbro pumps inside this surge tank. So he's been relocated the battery to the back. Obviously there's not enough room at the front to keep the batteries going. He's got all the fuses, all the relays being mounted to the side. It's got a massive breaker fuse as well, so he's done everything according to the book and make it safe as possible for the car to be on the road. I guess we're seeing what's been done to the car. I think it's time to take a ride. Let's go.
Alright, we got a couple of questions for you.
I'm ready for that.
Good. So, first question. What inspired you to choose this car?
Inspiration wise. Alright, so I bought this car probably 7 years ago. And at the time, we had a group of people who were running the same similar cars. And at the time, I just wanted to be part of the group. So yeah, I ended up getting into the same sort of car.
Nice. What's the value of this car?
Value, if it was before COVID-19, you were looking at roughly on 15 to 16K for a base model STI. Similar kilometers, and after COVID, you're looking at roughly on 30 to 32K, which is a stock similar modification, not similar modifications, but basic modifications. I reckon it'll be around 30 to 32K.
Right.
That's AED.
Oops. Okay, so what's your favorite modification of this car?
My favorite modification would be the dash, the Haltech IC7, because it tells me pretty much everything about the engine temp, oil temp, what's going on with the air intake, pretty much it gives me all the information that I need, which is a really good safety feature to have it in any of your cars.
Okay, so any future plans for this build?
Future plans? Probably engine-wise, I'm pretty much done with whatever I need to do for the engine. I'm not going to track this car because this car is pretty much made for the streets. The next thing I would do, probably look into a gearbox, either a H pattern or another sequential, just like my track car.
Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who's looking to buy this car?
Don't buy it. Only because to make just at least 50 to 100 kilowatts, you have to spend shitload of money. And if you have deep pockets, go for it. But if you're looking for something reliable and make quick power, this is not the car for you.
Right. So is this your forever car?
Definitely not.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay.
Definitely not. This is just a part of my journey. A car that I built while I'm chasing my dreams.
All right. Final question. How much power does this thing make?
Power-wise, it's a good question. So last time I dynoed this car was back in 2022, towards the end of 2022, and we made 480 kilowatts at the wheel with 1,100 of torque. I think it was just 32 psi because the wastegate spring pretty much ran out. Because I have this stock 6-speed gearbox, which can reliably make roughly around 500 kilowatts at the wheel. Damn! Before I break the box, obviously. If I make more than 500, I have to do the gearbox straight away. But for now, I'm happy with the power. It's making enough power for me to have fun on the streets. So at the moment, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Whenever I build the gearbox, I will go for more power because the engine is pretty much capable of making that power.
All right, that's enough for today. Thanks for joining with us.
Cheers. See you next time.
Alright, so that's it for this episode. If there's any other questions that you want to ask, please comment down below and we will do a part 2 video in a Q&A session with Sammy. See you next time.